Hello folks, it's Norm the teacher again, making another video to teach you something. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about bullets. And some of you reloaders out there may find this interesting. And even if you don't reload and you just are confused about buying ammunition, the information I give you today might help out a little bit. First I'm going to go through some of the abbreviations that you're going to see on packages of ammunition like this one. You know, you've always got all kinds of stuff written on them, and you'll see abbreviations like this. Now, I'm filming with two cameras here, so I have to switch back and forth. JHP, jacketed hollow point. Okay, this is an example of a jacketed hollow point bullet. The jacket is the copper coating. There's lead inside of here, but it's coated with copper, and so that's the jacket, is the copper coating. The hollow point refers to the front end of the bullet, and that's notice how there's a big indentation there. That's the hollow point. A hollow point, when it hits something, the bullet ends up looking like this, all flattened out. And you can see why a hollow point is safer to use for bystanders, but not for the criminal. This will tear a criminal up, but it's less likely to go through the criminal and hit an innocent bystander as a bullet that's shaped like this. This bullet and this bullet were fired on the same day under the same conditions at the same target, a box filled with sand. And the box filled with sand stopped the hollow point like this, and this bullet used to look like this bullet when it was brand new, and notice how it pretty much kept the same shape as when before it was shot. This is much more likely, because it retains this conical shape, to go through a person and hit an innocent bystander. Okay, so FMJ, full metal jacket, that refers to that jacket right there. This is just a lead bullet with no coating at all, so that is not a jacketed bullet. These are jacketed bullets with a copper coating. The copper is kind of corroded. This is brand new, these aren't. And one thing that's notice that here, HB, hollow base. What they refer to the base is what the bullet is sitting on, the backside. This is not a hollow base. Don't confuse hollow base with hollow point. Hollow point refers to the front end of the bullet. Hollow base refers to the backside of the bullet. This is not a hollow base. These two are. Notice how there's no copper there, and the lead is showing through. So if you see HB on a package, it probably refers to hollow base. Let's see, BTHP, boat tip, hollow point. Okay, this is not a hollow point, but it is a boat tip. Notice how the back end of it tapers in, this side. Here's a picture of a boat. The front end is pointed, it bows out on the sides, and then it tapers inward towards the rear, and then flattens out on the backside where the motor attaches. So this bullet here, since it does that, it is a, show the other camera here also. That's a boat tipped bullet, but not hollow point. Okay, so on this pack, let's look at this package. Oh, green. First of all, XTP. Extreme Terminal Performance. Hornady has this on some of their bullet packages. XTP stands for Extreme Terminal Performance. What they mean by terminal performance is when the bullet hits the target. And generally they are referring to it being a hollow point bullet when they say XTP. The terminal point is the target where it hits. And what it means is that when it flattens out like this, it does the most damage to the target. But it stays within the target and is less likely to pass through it as a rounded tip bullet would. Be more likely to pass through a target and hit an innocent bystander. GR, grain. Here it says 230 GR. That's referring to the weight of the bullet. A grain is 1/7,000th of a pound. It's a unit of weight. And so if this says 230 GR, which is the box that this bullet came from, that means this bullet weighs 237,000ths of a pound. Okay, so it's a unit of weight, the GR. The .452, that refers to the exact diameter of the bullet itself. It's 452 thousandths of an inch in diameter, which means it's almost half of an inch. Now the 45 ACP, first of all, the ACP stands for automatic Colt pistol. They're actually semi-automatic, but they use automatic. Automatic Colt pistol. The 45 refers to the general diameter of the bullet, 45 hundredths of an inch. But it can vary. Not all 45 caliber guns are exactly the same. This one's .452, or for a gun that has a .452 inside diameter barrel. Some of them might say .453 or .454 or .457 or something like that. That means it's a slightly different, that bullet that you're buying or planning on buying might be a slightly different diameter. So you need to know the inside diameter of your barrel to buy the exact ammo. But if you have a 45 caliber pistol and you just buy factory 45 ammo, it'll work. It may not be the exact diameter that it needs to be, but it does work. But when you reload, that's one of the beauties of reloading. You can get more exact, and you can load the exact bullet diameter for your particular barrel. Now, determining the inside diameter of your barrel is that's a subject for another video where I will talk about slugging a barrel. I'm not going to cover that now. That's a whole video in itself. All right, let's see here. I'm at 7 minutes. A little bit about bullet balance. Not all bullets are balanced as well. Notice how these two bullets are almost exactly identical. They're exactly identical in shape and weight. Well, maybe not weight, but shape. Notice when I spin this one. Whoop. Yeah, if I can get it to stay in camera here. Notice how it wobbles. That bullet's not very well balanced. When you target shoot with it, it'll do okay, but it probably won't do as well as this one. Watch this one. That spins beautifully like a top. Hardly any wobble. So this bullet will probably shoot more accurately than this bullet, even though they look identical. So a quick test. Now, a bullet like this requires a very fast twist barrel. In other words, the rifling in the barrel is designed to make the bullet travel much faster than normal. I cannot spin this bullet fast enough with my fingers to get it to spin on its tip. It's too long and too narrow. So to stabilize a bullet like this, in other words, what I mean by stabilize is to get it to fly through the air without wobble. It requires a very fast twist that you can't possibly do with your fingers. It takes the speed of a bullet and the twist of the barrel of a gun to do that, to spin it fast enough to stabilize it. But anyway, spinning it like a top like that is a quick test for these shorter bullets. I do it all the time. It has to have a rounded tip though. This hollow point, it's not fair to judge it by twisting it because the tip doesn't come to a point. And notice how it wobbles. That's because it's kind of flat on the top. It's hollow point and it's flat on the top. So you can't really conduct a test like that on that type of a bullet. But the rounded tip ones you can. Okay, so that's about it, folks. I'm gonna cut it here now. And I certainly haven't given you all the information that can be given on bullets and bullet technology and all that. But I wanted to throw out just a few things here in a short video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. And I'll be making more videos in the future. So long until the next video.